Hi, I'm James Shillinglaw, and I'm here at actually one of my favorite hotels in New York. We've been covering this hotel since it opened. It's the Chatwal, right off Broadway. It's an amazing property, and it's still an amazing. I've stayed here again, probably 4 or 5 times over the years. And I'm here with the Sebastian Gurovich, who is the hotel manager, who is new. I have interviewed many of his predecessors, so we figure we come and get Sebastian part of the collection because it's really this great hotel that he's now overseeing, and it's really a great option for your clients going to Broadway and anywhere in New York. And we're going to talk about the Chatwal and more on Insider Travel Report. First of all, how long have you been general manager? Welcome to the Chatwal, as I said.
Thank you. It's certainly an honor to be a part of such a heritage hotel in Manhattan. I've been here since November of last year, so I'm a freshly newly general manager for the hotel, and very humbled to be here.
Yeah, well, it is a great hotel, and it's a great legacy to have, and it is really one of my favorites. I got to be honest with you. Now, let's talk about the history of the Chatwal, because it did start, I guess, way back when. What year was it built? Because it was built, it was the old Lambs Club, and in fact the restaurant is called the Lambs Club. Then it was other things over time, and it finally reemerged more than 10 years ago as the Chatwal, right?
That's right. So the building really was built in 1905. So there is a lot of history throughout the building. When it became a hotel was just in 2010, right, when the hotel was rebuilt as a hotel for the Chatwal.
Yeah. So it was a really incredible building, and you came back. It's all Art Deco and really beautiful suites and beautiful rooms. Even a standard room here is amazing.
Yeah, the hotel was assigned by Thierry Dupont, which is a very famous designer and architecture in New York. He actually designed the Getty, also the Statue of Liberty. So he wanted to make sure that the hotel has the vibrancy of New York City while being modern for the all-around guest here that comes to Manhattan.
Now, one of the key benefits, we talked about it, is this location, which is amazing. You are just steps from Broadway, you're steps from shopping. Talk a little bit about the benefits of that location for the Chatwal.
Yeah, so the hotel is conveniently located just half a block from the theater district, where we have over 50 Broadway shows as everybody comes to New York here. So the experiences really start here, and it's just steps away from the biggest theaters that you can see in Manhattan.
In fact, on this block you have theaters, so it's like
a street. Yeah. You have theaters.
Yeah, so it's an amazing place if you want to send your clients to Broadway. Now, talk a little bit about the what has changed at the hotel in the last few years. The biggest change, of course, is it has become part of Hyatt, and how has that helped the hotel?
Absolutely. Hyatt acquired the Dream Hotel Group, as many may be familiar with, in 2023. So this is one of the Dream collections back then. And so since 2023, the hotel was positioned as a luxury hotel in the Unbound collection within Hyatt, which are hotels that truly have their own DNAs. They're not standardized across. That you could really build your own DNA for our guests here and experiences.
Yeah, so it is really, it's still lovely. It's incredible. And in fact, I got to tell you, I interviewed Mr. Chatwal, who was the original owner of Dream, and a very interesting guy. It's one of the few times I'll ever interview a Sikh with a turban. So unless you want to put a turban on.
No turban, no. But remarkable gentleman, Mr. Chatwal.
Yeah, he was great. And so let's talk a little bit about you. It is originally they were thinking it would be a brand, and you do have a Chatwal upstate in the Catskills, right?
That's right. There is currently the Chatwal Lodge, which is also a very small boutique luxury hotel, which is a sister property from us.
Have you heard from Hyatt whether they're going to keep expanding this brand?
I believe so. I believe the luxury collection certainly is going to be expanded, and
that's because it was originally fine. I have not been to the Chatwal upstate, but because I love this hotel so much that I don't have to go anywhere else. But this is a thing that really it was going to become a brand. Now, let's talk about the rooms and the suites here. How many rooms and suites do you have?
We have 76 total rooms at the hotel, and we have a 32% suite mix. Here, which is really nice. We have suites all the way from producer suites to director suites. We have suites with terraces in our hotel, which is very unusual for Manhattan. And so really nice mix of suites versus rooms here.
And I've always said the amenities in your rooms and the size of the rooms really make it stand out. Even if you're in a sort of a standard suite, it's a big suite.
Certainly the space, how quiet our rooms are, how truly you can feel a sense of peace, even being in the middle of Manhattan. It's one of our signature experiences here at the Chatwal.
Well, I mean, we're just steps from 7th Avenue and Broadway, and you could hear a pin drop in this hotel. It is one of the most best soundproofed I've ever been. And if you want to go see Broadway and then go home and get a good night's sleep, this is the place, right?
That's correct. And as you come in through our hotel, you are just foot away from the elevators as well. So the experience, it continues to be that intimate experience between your arrival experience and your guest room there.
Now, since you've been here, you actually started a special suite. I think it's the Stay Gold suite. Talk a little bit about that suite and what it offers. I'm actually staying in it, and it's incredible because it is themed, right?
Yeah, it is definitely themed. We've very excited to announce that we've transformed one of our junior suites into what is now called the Stay Gold suite. This was in partnership with the Outsider production, the original Outsider production, the Outsider musical.
Best musical on Broadway.
Has won 4 Tony Awards in 2024. It's going to celebrate the 1-year anniversary just this coming March, and so the opportunity arises in October for us to partner with them, and I loved the idea of having a suite that truly connects Broadway inside of our hotel. And so we partner with the Outsider, and they've selected some key individuals to design the suite. One of them who is Krista Rodriguez. She's actually a star performer for Broadway. And in COVID, she started design kind of a side gig, and now creates remarkable experiences, in-suite experiences with Broadway shows. So
it is amazing, and you got incredible detail. You've got projection TV that can looks like you're in a drive-in movie. That's right. You got vinyl, you got records there, and then a lot of things that have to do with, I think it's what the musical is set in Oklahoma, I believe.
Yeah, and Tulsa. That's correct.
Yeah. So you have all these artifacts, I will say, and it really is. And also, you open up one cabinet and you can get a lot of you can purchase souvenirs from the Outsiders, right?
And you can purchase them here and pick them up at the actual theater just down the street. So
that's an amazing idea. So now you're going to have a series. So you're going to choose your musical of the year, and then you're going to keep on retheming that suite, right?
That's right. The Outsider suite will be at the Chatwal for as long as the production remains open, and it is now for anybody to book it. The actual Outsider Suite Gold experience, which includes 2 premium tickets to the Outsider, which is first seats row 1 through 10, which is pretty nice. It also includes a Stay Gold cocktail in our bars at the Lambs Club, as well as $100 hotel credit, so you can spend it here while you're celebrating your special occasion, and you can use it towards dinner, transportation, spa, which we have a spa. And
that's fantastic, and that leads me into the other things about food and beverage here. I've always enjoyed the restaurant and the bar. We're actually in the bar. There's a mural behind us, but you have this wonderful bar and the Lambs Club restaurant, right?
Incredible, yeah. Their outstanding cuisine is the best. So it's definitely a restaurant. It's called the Lambs Club, and it's in our lobby floor 2, and then we have a bar up on the mezzanine floor, which is the 2nd floor. So the Lambs Club serves dinner Tuesday through Saturdays from 4:30 to 10, and then breakfast 7 days a week. So,
and if you're here on Monday, they still will serve you. I was there last night at 10 o'clock, and it was an amazing meal. And we had one of the great things about this restaurant, the Lambs Club, it has an amazing fireplace, right?
That's right. It's actually original fireplace from the 1900s, and you can certainly on Sundays and Mondays they do exclusively allow us to use the Lounge Club for guests only. There's no outside guests coming into the Lounge Club.
Believe me, we had the place to ourselves. That was great. Now, talk a little bit about what the other facilities. You mentioned you have a spa, right?
We do. We have a full-service spa with 3 treatment rooms, and it's going to be open from 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. every day. It is with partnership with Neuropatica, which is a high-end luxury spa collection. We also have the retail, and we have a pool, a jacuzzi, and a steam room. So we've got a lot of services at the Chatwal.
That sounds great, and I've never experienced those, but there are only a few hotels in New York that have spa services, and this is certainly one. Now, talk about your background. You're kind of a Hyatt lifer, right?
I am, yeah. I have been with Hyatt for 17 years, and this the Chatwal, New York, becomes my 12th hotel I've had the pleasure to join, and 7 different cities in the U.S. So very excited. I grew up in the rooms division. I started my career in 2006 as a front desk agent, and truly fell in love almost immediately with the industry, more so with the way that our guests were feeling and some of those experiences that we were able to deliver, and we still are. And so I fell in love with that and decided to just do this for the rest of my life.
And it is great. And you told me you were at the Park Hyatt as basically on the front desk.
Yes.
Originally, that was one of your first jobs.
The Parker.
Parker,
right across the top.
That one. Okay, that's a little different one. Okay, that's So you've done a lot of New York hotels in your time, right?
This is my 3rd time in New York. My first time was at the Grand Hyatt, which is the iconic flagship of Hyatt. I was there for 5 years, and then I did the Parker New York. It was a former Parker New York, now is a Thompson Central Park.
I know the Thompson as well. Yeah, absolutely.
I was there when it was still the Parker, and then now here, 3rd time back to New York.
Is there anything else that you can tell our 126,000 travel advisors out there?
Yeah. Many things, but I'd say our service, our colleagues truly personalize the experiences. From the time that you've arrived through the very end, there is this intimacy, and they will treat you as if you are home your entire time. In fact, we use welcome home very often in our hotel here, the Chatwal, because that's truly the feeling, and we want you to feel that throughout your entire stay.
Now, where can travel advisors go to learn more about the Chatwal, the URLs and the websites and things?
Of course, you can go to Hyatt.com, and when you search New York, pick the Chatwal New York, or we have our own website, and it's www.thechatwalny.com.
There you go. Well, Sebastian, thank you for taking the time to speak with us about this wonderful hotel, and congratulations on being the hotel manager here. Hopefully, you're going to be here for a while and will enjoy it. Although they keep giving you these great hotels. I don't know, what are you going to do, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's very humbling, and as long as I can do this, I'd be very pleased to continue here. So,
I'm James Schillinglaw at the Chatwal, and this is Insider Travel Report.